What's up everybody, RetroWolf88 here, and today I want to tell you about 19 Nintendo Switch games coming out in February that I think deserve your attention. While February is sort of a quiet month for the Switch, the rest of the year is looking very promising. But don't count February out just yet because I've got some quality titles to tell you about. Let's get into it starting now. So you remember that time when I said there would be 19 games that I was going to talk about in this video? There's actually going to be 20 games that I'm going to talk about in this video because I filmed this a couple of days ago, and of course today we had the Indies highlight. And one of the games announced during the Indies highlight was none other than Wargroove. Now I shouldn't say announced, they just gave us a release date, which is February 1st. So the first day of February we get Wargroove. A lot of people have really been looking forward to Wargroove for quite some time. It's been very anticipated. It's been delayed several times. It's coming to us for $19.99 digitally. And let me give you some additional information about the game from Nintendo.com. Take to the battlefield with Wargroove, a turn-based strategy game for up to 4 players. Choose your commander and wage war on battling factions using your groove to strategically sway the fight in your favor. Choose your commander, a vibrant cast of 12 plus characters, each with their own distinct personalities and motivations. Decide your allegiance to one of 4 warring factions. Challenge your friends to local and online multiplayer skirmish modes with complete rule customization, as well as local and online competitive and co-op play. Design and share online your own complex series of battlefields with branching story paths using easy to master in-game map and campaign editors. Follow the story of a fresh-faced and inexperienced young queen on a quest against unworldly forces in campaign mode, told through animated pixel art cutscenes and dynamic battles. Outwit the enemy in puzzle mode using your strategic skills to complete tricky challenges in just one turn. Seek out hidden in-game content and unlockables old school style. This game sounds like it is packed full of content. I never played the Advance Wars games, but I hear nothing but good things about that series, and this is sort of a spiritual successor to that series from what I understand. The game looks really cool. It's been in development for a long time, so I have a lot of faith that it's going to turn out really good, and I think that it is going to deserve our attention if, of course, you like strategy games like that. So check out Wargroove on February 1st for $19.99. February 5th, we have what looks like a very cool game, unique idea that I've never seen before, and it's called Riot Civil Unrest. This is a simulation game where you play as either the police or the rioters. I've never seen a simulation game like this before. This game was previously released on Steam in 2017. It's coming to us on February 5th for the Nintendo Switch. Also coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. You'll be able to buy this game physically for $29.99 or digitally for $19.99, being published by Merge Games, which has become one of my favorite publishers on the Switch. They've published several fantastic games physically so far. For example, one of my favorite games, Dead Cells. Some of the features of this game are you can play as the police, you can play as the rioters. This game features multiple modes, including 16 campaigns split over 4 different scenarios. There are 32 levels to play as from either side, the rioters or the police. It has a single player mode where you can play against computer AI, or a versus mode where you can play against a friend or AI. This game can be played with up to 4 players, and it looks really cool. I really like the pixel art style of this game as well. Again, February 5th, Riot Civil Unrest. Also releasing on February 5th is the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. This is a single-player point-and-click adventure game coming to us both digitally and physically for $29.99 from THQ Nordic, who has become another one of my favorite publishers on the Switch. They are publishing tons and tons of games physically and digitally, including bringing back one of my favorites, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. This game was previously released on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the Wii U. This game features over 20 hours of point-and-click fun with a really nice, funny fantasy story that's going to make fun of a lot of our favorites like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, The Hobbit, and many, many more. There are several puzzles to play through in this game, multiple characters to play as. It has a fantastic soundtrack, and it just looks like a lot of fun. It's been a while since I played a point-and-click adventure game, so I may have to check this one out. Again, The Book of Unwritten Tales 2 coming to us on February 5th. 2 years into the Switch's life cycle, I've been thinking to myself, man, I really wish we had more arcade racing games on the Switch. And now we do. We have another one coming out on February 5th, V-Rally 4. This game was previously released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC back in 2018. Some of the features of this game include single-player, multiplayer, online, and offline racing. There are several modes to choose from in this game, including Rally, V-Rally Cross, Extreme Kana, Buggy, and Hill Climb. There are over 50 car models to choose from. You can upgrade, customize, and get good at. V-Rally 4 also features a career mode and an online mode to take part in. You also have a quick race mode and 22 environments to choose from, including several pre-generated tracks. All in all, this looks like a really good racing game, and I might have to check this out when it releases on February 5th for $59.99, available both physically and digitally. On February 7th is one of the most exciting games on the list for me personally, and that's Away Journey to the Unexpected. This game is being released digitally for $19.99, also releasing on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This is a first-person action-adventure game with really awesome art style. I love the cartoony graphics of it. The game looks really fun. The enemy design is really cool. And some of the features of this game from the description on Nintendo's website include colorful and unique visuals, a refreshing and funny story, roguelite elements, a large variety of quirky characters to recruit, and a soundtrack composed by Kazuhiko Naruse. Every time I watch the gameplay trailer for this game, it gets me very excited because I really love games like this. I really love first-person action-adventure games, and the unique art style of this game just makes it all the more appealing when it comes to us on February 7th for $19.99. Also releasing on February 7th for $14.99 digitally is a game called Ape Out. Now, when I first saw the name of this game, Ape Out, I thought to myself, what? But let me tell you something, this game looks awesome. You play as a gorilla moving around in these environments, has a very unique art style with just very basic colors, but they contrast very well. The game looks brutal, fast-paced, very intense. Some of the features included in this game from Nintendo's website. Ape Out is a wildly intense and colorful stylized smash-em-up about primal escape, rhythm violence, and frenetic jazz. Build up nearly unstoppable momentum and use your captors as both weapons and shields to crush everyone on your procedurally generated path to freedom. I've never seen a game like this before, and it looks really fun. I believe I'm going to buy this day one, and you may see an impression video from me, so stay tuned. Again, Ape Out coming to us on February 7th for $14.99. Also releasing on February 7th is Reverie Sweet Ez Edition. This game is coming to us digitally for $12.99, or you can buy it physically in limited quantities through PlayAsia from East Asia Soft. You can buy a limited edition physical version of the game for $39.99 and a standard edition limited version of the game for $29.99. This game looks really cool to me. It really gives me the vibes of Earthbound and Legend of Zelda smashed into one. It has a really cool retro feel to it. The graphics, like I said, really remind me of Earthbound with the gameplay of The Legend of Zelda. And some of the features of this game from EastAsiaSoft.com include Nightmare Difficulty Mode, new minigame, quick select item wheel, stamp system, additional NPC dialogue, updated sprites. In addition to that, you will have 6 dungeons to fight and puzzle your way through. Use unique weapons and items to solve puzzles and defeat menacing bosses. Explore varied environments and find the secrets of Toromi Island. Collect hidden feathers from New Zealand's many beautiful native birds. This is another game on the list that has me very excited. It strikes a nostalgic chord with me because it looks like Earthbound crossed with The Legend of Zelda. I've got to check it out. Again, coming to us on February 7th digitally for $12.99 or physically through PlayAsia and East Asia Soft. If you're looking for a nice budget title to pass the time with on the Switch, then look no further than 99 Moves coming to us on February 8th for the low price of $2.99. This game was previously released on the Wii U. It can be played with up to 4 players. It's sort of a multiplayer party arcade style game. This game kind of reminds me of Snake in a way. Here are some of the features from Nintendo's own website. We have online ranking, get high scores, arcade mobility like in the arcade classic games, 5 players in race and survival mode, retro style levels, incredible enemy patterns. I'll be honest, I don't know what a lot of that means, but there you go. You're looking at the gameplay now, and the game actually looks a little bit of fun. It looks like a nice game just to pass a few minutes here and there. For $2.99, the game looks like you could get your money's worth out of it. Looks like a little bit of fun, and I'll probably check it out. Again, 99 moves coming to us on February 8th for $2.99. Also releasing on February 8th is City of Brass, available digitally for $19.99. This is a really cool looking first-person action-adventure game set in an Arabian Night theme, and some of the features of this game from cityofbrassgame.com include: you're armed with a variety of weapons, dodging deadly traps such as pits, blades, spears, poisonous gas. You have 6 different adventurers to choose from, each with their own weapons, equipment, strengths, and weaknesses to accommodate a variety of playstyles. Collect treasures to increase your score, loot chests for weapons and armor upgrades or powerful relics. Pick up objects to hurl at enemies. This game features a rhythmic interplay of blade and lash that has been carefully tuned, along with sprinting, crouching, sliding, leaping, and vaulting to give a fluid, balanced, and natural feel to the movement and melee. It's also a roguelite, so no 2 playthroughs are ever the same. Play, die, and play again, each time using what you've learned to get a little further. This is one of the most exciting games on the list for me. It was previously released in 2018 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and it just looks like a lot of fun. And as I've stated many times before, including in this video, I love first-person games like this, so I will definitely be checking this one out on February 8th for $19.99. Coming to us on February 12th from Nippon Ichi Software is The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. This game will be available physically for $39.99 and digitally. I was not able to find the digital price, but I would imagine it will be $29.99 to $39.99. This game is a side-scrolling action-adventure game with puzzle elements. It has a beautiful hand-drawn art style, just really, really gorgeous. It's also releasing on the PS4, and let me read to you some of the description of the game on nisamerica.com. Unleash your inner monster, transform at will from a princess into a wolf to guide the blind prince toward a cure. Weave through the dangerous forest, but be careful, a blind prince has no place in an all-seeing forest. Brute strength meets sharp wit. Various obstacles will require the wolf's strength, and others will require the princess's wit. With so many traps and perilous hurdles that await, can the two make it safely to their final destination? Again, this is an absolutely gorgeous game. I really like games with unique hand-drawn art styles like this, and I will probably be checking this game out when it releases on February 12th. One thing that I really miss are arcade-style first-person shooters. We really don't see enough of these nowadays, but we have one coming on February 12th, RICO, releasing both physically and digitally for $29.99, also releasing on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This game can be played with 1 to 2 players, both offline or online, and some of the features from RicoGame.com include: RICO is a first-person buddy cop shooter inspired by modern action cinema. Core gameplay is simple. Kick doors, shoot bad guys, and make use of the element of surprise to gain an upper hand against overwhelming odds. Partner up with a friend to take down syndicates in a classic buddy cop style. Mark targets and locations for coordinated breaches. Endless cases. Every case, operation, and level is randomly generated, ensuring a new experience every time you play, with new weapons, traits, enemies, and mission types to encounter and unlock. Again, this game looks like an absolute blast. I'm really looking forward to playing this game with my editor, and we may very well be bringing you impressions in a future video. Again, RICO coming out on February 12th for $29.99. Coming to us on February 14th is OlliOlli Switch Stance, coming digitally for $14.99. This is a compilation of both OlliOlli 1 and 2 with some extra features thrown in. OlliOlli 1 and 2 were previously released on pretty much every console of this generation. This is a game that can be played with up to 4 players, and some of the features of this game from Nintendo.com include addictive one-life gameplay with over 120 tricks and grinds to pull across 50 devious crafted levels, 250 challenges, spots mode, and daily grind. Complete all challenges to unlock the super skillful beautiful rad mode. Then with OlliOlli 2, we have ramps and epic hills with an expanded combo system. The Hollow Trictionary also expands with new specials including 540 shove-its and anti-Casper flips and dark slides. All of this with another 5 unique worlds, 50 levels, and 250 challenges to tear through. Daily grind, spots mode, and rad mode also make a return to top it all off. This game looks like a lot of fun. I like quick pick up and play games like this, and I'll be sure to check it out when it releases on February 14th. Coming to us also on February 14th is a very unique looking puzzle game called Degrees of Separation. This game will be available digitally for $19.99, can be played with 1 to 2 players, and is also releasing on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This game, again, like many others on the list, has a very beautiful art style. This game seems to have really unique ideas to it. You have one character that's sort of a kind of a fire-based character, then you have one character that's sort of an ice-based character. These two characters come together, but they're separated. You have to use their different abilities, and the fact that they're separated to solve different puzzles in the game. It looks really, really cool. Now let me read to you some additional information from NintendoEverything.com. 2 characters in this game are Ember and Rime. While Ember may cause a nearby river to melt, Rime can freeze it over just as easily. Leveraging their unique talents and bringing together 2 opposing forces rests at the center of this atmospheric puzzle adventure that weaves together gameplay, narrative, and character development for a powerful emotional experience. Some of the game features include 2D adventure platforming, innovative storytelling, environmental puzzles, cooperative gameplay, and non-linear levels. I'm very excited for this game, and I will probably check it out when it releases on February 14th for $19.99. Also releasing on February 14th is a very unique looking single player puzzle game called A Fold Apart. This game also features a very unique art style that kind of looks like colorful paper mache, like pop-up book style, and the game looks really unique. It has some really cool ideas to it. I was unable to find a price for this game, but what I can tell you is that it's also releasing on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Here's some additional information about the game coming to us from LightningRodGames.com. A Fold Apart is an award-winning 3D puzzle game from Lightning Rod Games that explores the emotional struggles of a long-distance relationship through a unique new mechanic, folding paper. With over 50 unique paper folding puzzles, exploring the emotional journey of a long-distance couple, A Fold Apart is sure to touch the hearts and minds of puzzle gamers everywhere. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to check this one out, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes on it when it releases on February 14th. Coming to us on February 15th is DreamWorks Dragons Dawn of the New Riders. Going to be available both physically and digitally for $39.99. Also releasing on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This is a single-player action-adventure game based off of the DreamWorks Dragons movie franchise. Now, admittedly, I don't know a lot about these movies. I've never seen them.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
And I'm usually wary of movie licensed video games, but I have to admit, after watching the gameplay footage and trailer for this, it actually looks like a lot of fun. Some of the features of this game from OutRightGames.com include a new adventure. Recover Scribbler's lost memories as you forge a friendship with Patch, his ultimate hybrid dragon. Battle. Unlock powerful abilities and take on fearsome foes. Explore. Fly to new and familiar locations including Havenholm, Valka's Mountain, and Bloodbriar Island. Solve puzzles. Swap between Scribbler and his dragon Patch to conquer obstacles. This game looks really cool. I will probably not buy it on day one. I will probably wait to see what the reviews look like. If it gets good reviews, I may check it out because I really like third-person action-adventure games like this, and it kind of has a almost a Legend of Zelda vibe to it as well. So I will keep my eyes on this game when it releases on February 15th for $39.99. Now, another genre of games that I don't think we see enough of is the stealth genre. I really love the Splinter Cell games, the Tenchu games. Almost any game in the stealth genre I was a fan of and still am a fan of to this day. Well, lucky for us, coming to us on February 22nd from Merge Games is Aragami Shadow Edition. This game was previously released on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and now us Switch owners will be able to get our hands on it both physically and digitally for $39.99. Some of the features of this game from mergegames.com include: Aragami is heavily inspired by old school stealth games like Tenchu and Metal Gear Solid, and more recent gems like Mark of the Ninja and Dishonored, but with an emphasis on bringing back the challenge these games ought to offer. Aragami is built around two contrasting playstyles which players can change between without the game punishing them for doing so. Use your powers to play as a ghost, remaining undetected and getting to your target without a whisper, or play as a total demon, slaying everyone in your path using your powers to wreak havoc on your foes. Aragami Shadow Edition for Nintendo Switch includes the original base game, the Aragami Nightfall expansion, and all available DLC. The game and expansion both support full 2-player online co-op that is compatible cross-platform with PC and Xbox. This looks like a very nice package, and I've heard nothing but great things about this game. It got really good reviews. It has a really cool art style that looks brutal. Looks like there's a lot of freedom in the gameplay, and I'm very excited for this one when it releases on February 22nd. On February 26th, we have another really awesome game coming to us from THQ Nordic. This game is going to be available both physically and digitally for $29.99, and that game is Rodgers Radical Edition. This is a game that can be played with 1 to 2 players. It's a side-scrolling platforming adventure game with some shooting elements to it, and it was previously released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Some of the features of this game from Nintendo.com include: weapons, Dusty Arms Rad with a variety of radical badass weaponry. The Bolt Blaster has unlimited ammo, is easy to use, and more than enough firepower to get the job done. The Phoenix Cannon shoots out a fiery bird whose wingspan lights enemies ablaze as it flies by. This game features hard to find collectibles and sometimes even harder to find classic secret rooms. Use your precision platforming skills to collect them all. The Radical Edition for the Nintendo Switch system also includes these brand new additions: 2-player couch co-op, play together with a friend. Enemies can prepare themselves for tough battles. Battle mode, tired of team play? Fight against your friends and show them who's boss. New playable characters, new abilities, new mini-games, new overworld, new levels, and tons of new secrets, collectibles, and unlockables. This game looks really cool. It looks like it has some adult humor in it, which is very nice to see from time to time on the Switch. It's my style of game. I've said before that I love 2D platformers, and THQ Nordic, they're really bringing the goods on the Switch, I gotta say. So I'm really excited for this game, and I will be sure to check it out when it hits the Switch on February 26th. Also available on February 26th is RemiLore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Lore. This game is being published by another one of my favorite publishers on the Switch, and that's Nicalis. I have bought and will continue to buy every single game they publish, because when they publish a physical game, they throw in a bunch of extras like a manual, pins, stickers, all that good stuff, and that makes the physical purchase of the game all that more satisfying. This game will be available both physically and digitally for $39.99. It's also releasing on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And some of the features from Nintendo.com include: RemiLore is a roguelite anime-style adventure set in a colorful fantasy world where players hack and slash their way through an army of mechanical monsters using a huge variety of unique melee weapons and devastating magic attacks. Features single-player story mode with full Japanese voice acting, 2-player co-op mode, upgradable spells and bonus traits, and procedurally generated levels in 4 beautifully rendered worlds, each based on one of the 4 seasons. Defeating mecha monsters has its rewards too. Players can unlock loads of unlockables, including alternate costumes, 200 plus collectible weapons, new game plus modes, and more. Nicalis has not let me down yet with any of their releases, and this game honestly looks like a lot of fun, and I'm always on the lookout for games that can be played with another player. Maybe I can get my editor to join me in on this one. What do you think, editor?
Nope.
So I'm very excited for this game when it releases on February 26th for $39.99. Next up on February 26th from Ubisoft is Trials Rising Gold Edition. This is coming to us both physically and digitally for $39.99, also releasing on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. If you have never played a Trials game before, now is the time to do it, because this game looks freaking awesome. And let me tell you, the Trials games are not for the faint of heart. These are very difficult games, and they will make you want to break your Switch in half over your knee. I can guarantee it, but please don't do that. Please do not do that. This game features online and local multiplayer. Some other features included from Ubisoft.com. Explore over-the-top action and physics-bending motorcycle racing in the latest edition of the Trials franchise. All new features, more competitions, and more tracks means more to play. The Gold Edition includes game and expansion pass and a sticker art book. Explore challenging tracks around the world from Yellowstone Park to the peaks of Mount Everest and everywhere in between. New tandem bike mode allows 2 riders to control 1 bike. Hone your racing skills and level up from local backyard competitions to stadium races. Make a statement with customizable outfits and bike skins. Very excited for this game, and I will be checking it out when it releases on February 26th for $39.99. And finally, on February 26th is a game that is already out, available digitally for $14.99, and that's Aces of Luftwaffe Squadron Edition. Now, why am I telling you about this game? Well, I'm telling you because THQ Nordic is bringing a physical edition of the game on February 26th for $29.99, and this game looks like a lot of fun. It's a shoot 'em up that can be played with up to 4 players. Some additional features from Nintendo.com include action-packed shoot 'em up with explosive special effects, captivating storyline with fully voiced characters, epic co-op multiplayer for up to 4 players, spectacular boss fights and dog fights, skill trees with individual abilities for each wingman, challenging achievement system, creative haptics for gameplay and cutscene, epic movie-like orchestral soundtracks, supports all Nintendo Switch control variants. This game looks really cool. I love shoot 'em ups, especially shoot 'em ups that can be played with more than 1 player. So I will be sure to check this game out when it comes out physically on February 26th. There you have it, everybody. 19 games coming to the Nintendo Switch in February that I think are worth your attention. If you want to find out more, I will leave links to everything in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new about some of these games that maybe you have never heard of, be sure and hit that like button and subscribe for more, because I will do one of these videos at the end of each month, every month, for the Nintendo Switch. Leave me a comment down below about the game you're most excited for on this list. And if I missed a game that you think I should have talked about, let me know that in the comments down below as well. I'll see you next time.